But I just have to ask to start, how wet are you really?
I stay pretty moist.
Can you just talk to me a little bit about the match? What did you think of it overall?
I think Mason Fowler is a phenomenal grappler. He's very well-rounded, good wrestling, good ability to, retain guard, pass guard, and submit opponents from guard. And I'm happy I got the win, but quite disappointed that I didn't get the submission. I really anticipated submitting him. So I fell a bit short, although I did win 6-0. Winning is good, but submission is the ultimate goal.
Were there any surprises? I know you say you wanted a submission, but were there things about him that you hadn't anticipated?
Well, I thought he was going to be more confident in his wrestling, so I thought he was going to stand with me. So him pull a guard, I was like, oh, this is quite surprising. But it just kind of made my job not easier, but I was ready for either variation, him wrestling or him pulling guard. I always have the idea that the more time we spend on the ground, the more it benefits me, and tonight that's exactly how it played out.
Was there anything between you guys? Because it seemed like things were a little bit personal for him, maybe. Was there any kind of bad blood between you guys that we're not aware of?
I don't know. When I compete against anybody, I hate them a lot. But it's nothing personal. It's just how I compete.
So you don't actually really hate him. You just hated him for a couple.
For 15 minutes, yeah. But that's it. We're cool now.
Cool. You mentioned also that you'll eventually get that submission. Are you anticipating seeing him at ADCC? I don't know how that works exactly, so I don't know if that's a possibility.
I really don't know where he's gonna, what weight class he's gonna compete in, because he's a couple pounds heavier than me, and I compete at the heaviest weight class. And then I believe in the previous ADCC he was at 88 kilograms, which is under 200 pounds. I don't know. I'm sure I'll see him again, but I just mean the submission. Like right now, I'm at the stage in my career where I'm passing all the high-level guards and I'm scoring and pinning them down. But soon after, I will prove that I have the capability to submit the highest opponents, highest level opponents.
Thank you.
Yep.
How are the emotions like when you face a tough guy like Mason? You go for the sub, but you just can't seem to get in the moment.
Yeah, for me, there's absolutely no emotions. There's just thought, reaction, and just living in the moment. I don't have any emotion at all.
And I know you've been a part of some very competitive matchups, so where do you rank this Mason Fowler matchup amongst all the tough matchups you had in your career?
Mason's pretty tough. But I think my previous match against Roberto Jimenez, although I did again win 6-0 and I dominated the entire match, that kid was just super hard to hold down because he's a little bit smaller and he has a gas tank, so he takes advantage of all opportunities and he has a great ability to create space and continue to move. So endurance-wise, I would say Roberto Jimenez, our most recent match was probably the biggest test of physical fitness. And then Mason Fowler is really good as well. So, those are more a test of strategy and technique.
I know some pretty big tournaments coming up. So what are your goals to have completed by the end of 2024?
Yeah, by the end of 2024, I plan to be the absolute best grappler in the world. I want to be number one pound for pound. And, whoever I have to beat to do that, it's exactly what I'll do.
And we're seeing the sport take new levels in terms of fan engagement. We're seeing a lot of new fans coming in with the Fight Pass Invitational, all that. So what is your message to all the new fans that are coming in and watching you compete? Yeah,
all the fans that are spectating, watching, and joining the world of jiu-jitsu, just have fun. If you wanna compete and you wanna be a high-level competitor, treat it as so. But if that doesn't interest you, just train for fun. Train to get better, train to be able to defend yourself and protect your family. But just enjoy it, because even at the highest level, you can get stuck. Just trying to accomplish your goals when what really helps you accomplish your goals is enjoying the process. And at B Team Jiu-Jitsu, I feel like we do the best at enjoying the process. We know how to get better. We know how to work together as a team to help everyone in the room improve. And we do a good job of showing exactly how we improve as a team on our B Team Jiu-Jitsu YouTube channel.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did it feel to headline the event?
Yeah, it was pretty great to be a main event here at the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. It's a big honor of mine to, to be considered a main event and to share the mats with somebody like Mason Fowler. That caliber of grappler is only far and few in between. So I was very excited to compete against him, and very thankful that I got the win.
Is it safe to say your focus from now until ADCC is ADCC, or are you going to kind of play around at other events?
No, I'm not competing until after the World Championships. Like tonight, I had a very good performance. I was able to win 6-0, but unsatisfied with my inability to submit high-level opponents. So, in these coming months prior to the World Championships, I'll be really focusing on controlling my opponents better and then forcing the submission when it appears.
Obviously, everybody wants to see you grapple Gordon at ADCC, but is there someone else that you would like to see in the tournament? Maybe the Victor Hugo?
Yeah, I think Victor Hugo is a tough guy. I'd see him in ADCC or even the next UFC Fight Pass Invitational. I think that'd be a great match and a very intriguing match to a lot of people.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So Craig Jones lost to Mason Fowler a couple times in 2020. You beating Mason Fowler tonight makes you the pound-for-pound greatest grappler.
It seems you are correct. So for those of you that don't know, Beat Team Jiu-Jitsu has a bit of a history with Mason Fowler. So our my teammate Craig Jones was submitted by Mason Fowler on 2 separate occasions, and I took it upon myself, my duty to defend, to fight for his honor, and that's what I did. In the name of Craig Jones, I dominated Mason Fowler for Mr. Jones.